there, everybody. Thanks for joining me for another one-man review. Today I'll be taking a look at one of the things that I grabbed from Piao in their closing down sale. It's really a bummer that I rediscovered Piao. I actually kick-started one of their first projects because my friend that I went to grad school with, Mackenzie Schubert, did a book with them. And then I lost track of them, and they did all these amazing books for 10 years, and I just found out about them right as they're closing, which is a bummer. So I grabbed what I could, but I'm really enjoying the works that I'm seeing from them, and this one, Brush Paradise by Mathilde Kitteh, is no different. They're really like hopeful, fun little books, all the ones that I've read so far, and there's more to come. But this book, Brush Paradise, is just really fun and silly, and it hit me at a point in life where I just needed something kind of light. So it left a really good impression on me. I was really primed for it. So it's about this 25-year-old Ken. He's got blood type B, occupation salesman for Brush Paradise. And this is a world where apparently brushes, like scrub brushes and just any kind of brush are the thing. And there's these two major corporations battling it out over brushes. And Ken is a salesman for the one that's struggling. He has a kind of odd relationship with his boss, who he calls Daddy. And he also has a crush on a coworker, A-chan, and then Fabian is kind of like the salesman that everyone thinks is doing a great job, and he's kind of the nemesis to Ken, and obviously the kind of a competition for A-chan's love and things like that. So that's pretty much the thrust of the story, is this character and his relationships with the other ones. I don't want to give away too much, but I do want to show just kind of how fun and silly it gets. So like here, he's like scrubbing these two brushes together violently and kind of leveling up into a superpower, and then they have this like brush battle that goes on to TV and everyone's watching it. So it's just one of those things where like you're taking a concept that is obviously no one else but this author would have come up with, this idea of like superpowered brush salesmen in a world that values brushes, and then making it kind of make sense. Like the story makes enough sense within the context of what it is that you can enjoy it. There was some really cool art here as well, like these cutaways of Ken where you start to find out that he's some kind of like classified creature. I won't go into exactly what that is, but there's some powers he has. And eventually there's kind of like a Super Saiyan leveling up type of process. So Ken evolves and becomes like, my name is Ken, 25 years old, best brush salesman of all time, that kind of thing. And that's how the story goes. So again, I guess it wouldn't be too big of a deal to give away spoilers, since it might be hard to get a hold of this. But I don't know. I would get the book and read it. It's fun. There's no big emotional ending or anything. It's really fun and really well drawn. Really fun cartooning all throughout. I also like in the book that there's like some fun extras. So the extra content is just some fan art. I really like that they've published fan art, and all of the stuff in here is really well done. So that was cool. Some more artists to look up on. And then I found this kind of funny too. I've never seen this. I've seen this in a couple like kids books and stuff, but I've never seen in a comic, where they have like a note section, so you can make notes about the story in it. And I wouldn't do that, but I like that they do that. I'm not so precious about books that I won't write in them. I just not the type of person who tends to write in books. Obviously I use my sticky notes and stuff. But I know a lot of people like to do that, and I think that's cool to include that in there. I don't know that this book is the type of book where you're really taking a lot of notes. It's just like a fun, silly book. But really enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to reading the rest of the Piao stuff that I was able to get and sharing that with you all. So I hope you're enjoying this. I hope if you're interested in this, you can find copies on the aftermarket. I think Piao closed their shop down. I don't know if they sold off all their stock or what, but hopefully people can find a copy of this. If you enjoy what we're doing here on the channel and you want to support us, the best two ways to do that. First one is through our Patreon. We have a couple tiers there with some exclusive content, some exclusive stories, some voting rights and things like that you can check out. We really appreciate all the support from there. That helps us buy the books that we review, so we're trying to turn that money right back into the community. And then the best thing that you can do to support Living the Line is to support what Sean's doing with Living the Line Publishing. So we'll take a look at some of the products that he has available now. Solid Yellow, Path of the Shades by Clarence Doss is a really cool ongoing project that Living the Line will be producing. Clarence is a PhD student from Fiji who's studying the myths of Fiji for his doctoral thesis. And part of that study project is that he's producing these comics. They're kind of like Hellboy, where there's these little short stories that capture all of these different mythologies. But then he's using that to wrap the project into his doctoral thesis and then provide educational material where people can come to these comics. You know, they don't have to read his PhD thesis. They can come to the comics and get a more consumable version of the mythology of Fiji. Thanks for following along. Take it away, Jack.
You want to see all these books? Smash that subscribe button and the like button and the bell, and then you get them.